guys, and welcome back to my channel. And if you're new, welcome. So I just wanted to do a little update on life right now. I've been a little MIA. A few of you noticed. It was like 4. Oh, it's gonna be kind of windy. A few of you guys noticed, and I appreciate it. You guys asked me like if everything was okay, why I haven't posted anything. And I had to go back to posting because I had to do the Dunkin' Donuts one, and I already had a few pictures before, so I was just like post them. I haven't really taken any since then. Well, it all started when I went back to work. The first week I got sick. It was probably I started on Monday, and on Wednesday I got sick. I got the flu, which it was horrible. My boss told me to drink my medicines, my vitamins, and I didn't. So I got sick. And then that was Wednesday, and on Friday my little one got sick. She got a rash all over her body and like a little cough. So I took her to the doctor. I think it was on Friday. And oh no, I didn't. On Friday she got the rash, but I like took her to school. So I took her to school. Airplane, paletero, what else? But I did to do it outside. But everybody's inside it, and I don't wanna el escándalo de mis chiquillos. So I had to do it outside. Okay. So I'm gonna be all over the place because I have so much in my head. I want to like tell you guys that I may skip something and then go back to it. So okay, my little girl got a rash all over her body, and then I think that was on Friday morning. I noticed it, and I was like, oh, okay, probably it'll go away. It's eczema or whatever. And what else? And in the middle of the night, it was like around 1 or 2, she got up and she wanted, she was crying. So I'm like, okay, she's hungry, but she never does. I'll feed her like around 8 p.m. and she'll wake up at 5 a.m. So she's a good baby. She sleeps good. So she woke up, and so I gave her food, and after I fed her, she ate it all. She threw it up. Okay, I was like, oh my God. That happened. So I got worried. And in the morning, because she eats every 3 hours, so probably like at 8 she ate again and she threw it up. I was like, okay, no, there's something wrong with her. So I called her doctor. There was no appointments, but they told me, oh, we'll call a nurse like on the phone. So I did, and they started asking me like, oh, did she fall, did she, like a lot of stuff. And I told her about the rash, the throwing up. I don't know, I was getting scared. So I was like, okay, whatever. So I just went to the doctor, and without an appointment, but they told me like, oh, okay, we could see her. So you guys never call, just go walk in and they'll make room for you. Okay, so that happened. But she just threw up 2 times. After that she was fine. Then that was Friday and Saturday. I took it on Saturday to the doctor, and it was a 3-day weekend. So on Monday Brandon started throwing up. I was like, oh my God. So I guess there was a bug going on, because Brandon got it and I felt kind of sick, but I don't know if it was just in my head, which it wasn't, because I got it, Checo got it, my mom got it, my brother got it. She passed it to everybody, so everybody got sick. And that was one thing. Okay, so we went back to I went back to school. I took her. When she goes to school with me. It's like a school, but it's like a daycare, because I don't think there's, I think it's bugging me. Okay, so I'm in preschool, and she's in the infant, and there's like a young preschool. Okay, so I take her with me, and she's in the infant class, and I'm in preschool. So there's like a fence, and when she's outside, I get to see her crying her little lungs out, but I can't do anything about it because in that center is they have the rye and Reggio, but for babies is rye, which they teach them how to be independent and not be like held all the time. Or but which sucks is that they don't have like little vibrators or swings or like the andaderas. They don't have anything for them. So what do? Just lay down on the floor. So obviously she cries, and it sucks because I see her in my breaks. I hear her crying. Sometimes I love it, but sometimes I hate it because I get to see her. I could go during my break, my lunch, and I get to see her, but sometimes it sucks because I hear her crying. I can't do anything about it. But I like sometimes during my lunch I want like time for me. Sometimes like I live 10 minutes away from my house. Let me fix this. 10 minutes away from my house, so I come and I start cleaning, or I take the meat out of the freezer, or I go to Starbucks, or I come and I have to take videos or pictures of packages I've received. So sometimes I don't have time to go see her, but I do love it because I just take my son with my sister-in-law in the mornings, and I just go straight to work because I just drop her off next door. So that's time saving. I save some time there. So it's been crazy. Like, am I still getting used to it? Because I wake up early, I start changing. My son, obviously he could dress himself, but sometimes he has a hard time waking up, so he ends up waking up late, so I have to hurry up and change him. I have to change my daughter. The good thing is, like, I don't do her pañalera or anything because she has extra clothes over there. She has her formula over there and 2 bottles, which they wash and everything, so I don't really have to worry about that. But I have to hurry up, take my son with my sister-in-law because she drops him off at school, and then I rush to work. I leave her, and then I'm at work. Then it's from 8 to 5. I work 8 hours, but I have 1 hour lunch, so I get off 5. Good thing my sister-in-law picks up Brandon from school, so I go pick up my daughter, and then go pick up my son and my sister-in-law's, and then come back to my house, and I start cooking. And sometimes Samantha's hungry, so I have to feed her. It's just crazy. Guys, I have to like I don't want to come cook during my lunch because I need that hour lunch to distress from all the kids, because I work with kids, if you didn't know, and sometimes they're crazy. They have their days like we do, but they show it more. So I'm like busy all day. Okay, so that was 1 week. The next week she started with a cough, which it was a little cough. I didn't think something serious, but then I think it was when she got the fever. She got a fever, so I was getting worried, and it wasn't like I took her to her doctor about the rash, and I told her about the cough, but we were more concerned about the rash, that he didn't give me anything for the cough. So the cough got worse. So when I went back for them to check the rash, I told them like, oh yeah, and she had diarrhea too. She had everything. She got everything for a little girl, and she was a healthy baby until she started going to daycare. But they told me like, oh, she's building her immune system, this and that. But like, Brandon does not get sick like that. Like, he was a healthy baby. I feel like she's gonna be my sick baby, and it sucks because I'm missing a lot of work. So they gave me something for the cough, and they I think that day they did the nebulizer because they couldn't they couldn't really check her oxygen level, so they did nebulizer, and she was like, what is this, wheezing. So they did the nebulizer, and after that she was fine. That was on Saturday. So Saturday, of next week, it was, I took her on Friday. I don't know what day. I'm like lost. I don't even know what day. So one of those days, but on Monday she was still like sick, and during the night she had like, like in the night is when they're the worst. I was like, oh no, I'm not gonna go to work. I'm gonna go take her to the doctor. And she was like, well, don't take her to the doctor, just take her to the ER. So I went, I dropped off Brandon at my sister-in-law's, and I went directly to the ER, which I was nervous because obviously if somebody has a coronavirus, they're gonna go to the ER. So I was scared, but I had to check my baby. So I went there, and like they did the nebulizer. They took forever. Like they were checking her oxygen level, and they were having a hard time because it was marking low. So like, oh no, and she sounded wheezy. So like, oh no, let's and she had like a lot of mucus, but they didn't have the suction, the little thing that sucks all the mucus out. So like, oh, let's get her a room. They're like, okay, well, let's get her a room. So I'm like, oh, okay. So they checked their oxygen levels again, and they were low. So they sent us to a room, and the doctor came in. He's like, oh no, the nurses like sucked all the mucus out, and I feel like that's why she wasn't getting that much like oxygen, because of the mucus. So the doctor saw, and it was like fine. It's like, oh yeah, you get to go today, this and that. And then when she would sleep, her oxygen level would drop. So it dropped again, and they're like, oh no, let's contact the doctor and let him know. So they contacted the doctor, and they're like, okay, keep her overnight to see how she does. By this time she had the IV, she had little patches. Like, I'll put a picture, like, pobrecita. It sucked, and it was for 3 days. She was in the hospital, and I was with her. I had to call in, obviously, and there with her 3 days, which it sucked, but it was kind of nice because it was like a little mini vacation. Like, I knew she was in good hands. The nurses were awesome. They would like suck all her mucus, which I couldn't do here, obviously, only with a pump or like the Frida, whatever. But I didn't have the Frida. I have to go buy it because it's a must. But she was never sick, so I didn't plan on buying all that. Now I have the nebulizer. I have the this is the steamer. I don't know what it's called. The Vicks steamer. I don't know what it's called. But we had to buy all of it. But I'm like telling you, like, it was nice because I didn't have to cook. It was like I had room service because my daughter was there, so I got to eat. Chico would come and he would bring me Starbucks. Like, it was nice. Like, I needed a break. Like, I think I never got the break. Like, when Samantha was born, like, nobody stayed in and helped me. Like, my mom's only asked for like 3 days off, which was I was in the hospital. Like, I didn't need help back then, I had the nurses, but nobody really helped me. Checo but just started his job, so he couldn't ask for bonding time. So I feel like I needed that little break. It was just me and Samantha, and it was like nice. Like, Brandon's old enough, and he knows, he understands, and he loves being with his cousin, so he was fine over there. But after that, everybody got sick. Everybody, like, and I didn't tell you, but she was diagnosed with the RSV, and she had an ear infection, and what else? The ear infection, well, the cough is the RSV. Oh, and like back at work, another little boy got the RSV too. So everybody was sick. Like I'm telling you, every time, ever since she started going, she's been getting sick. Like I wish I could have just started later, but I wanted my money too. Like I think I got like all the time I could have. I could have gotten a little more, but that was like pushing it. Like I got my maternity leave when I had a C-section, so that's 8 weeks. Then I got my bonding, I got all of it, and then I got a little, the, what is that, FMLA, the Family Leave Act or something like that. I got like 3 weeks of it because since I had to take her where I work, there was no room for her. I had to wait until February when the little boy was gonna turn 2 or 3, so he was gonna move to the young preschool room. So I had to wait until he moved so there was room for her. Like they told me to, after my C-section or whatever, there was room for her, and I was gonna take my 8 weeks, but that was it. And they're like, okay, turn in her application, which I never did because like I just didn't want to take my maternity leave. I wanted to like spend more time with her, so I never turned in the application. And when I finally did, I was like, okay, maybe I should. I did. Like I went on a Monday and I turned it in, and no, on a Tuesday, because the lady in the office was like, oh well, you should have came yesterday because somebody else turned it in, so they got Samantha's spot. And I was like, well, it's okay, you know, I still have my bonding time. But the problem is, when my bonding time was over, there was still no room for her. I had to like wait longer. I sorry, my mocos. I always have mocos. So I was kind of scared to lose my job because I was like already pushing it. But the lady, the human resources, was like, oh, don't worry, you still have the FMLA, or I don't know what's it called, but you still have that. It protects you. And I was like, oh, okay. So, and I didn't want to go back right away because it was during the holidays, and I was like, come on, like I want to be with my baby during like the holidays, her first holidays. And I got to be with her. But now when she turned 4, she went to school, daycare, whatever you want to call it. She started getting sick, so now I'm still missing work. I just started and I'm already missing work. It kind of sucks, but my daughter's first, you know. My mom is helping me. Like I don't have nobody to take care of her, so my mom's helping me. Like in the mornings, I'll take care of her. She gets out at 12, so I leave her with my mom, and then I go back to, like, I'll go to work like around 12, which is like only half a day. But I hate being irresponsible. Well, it's not irresponsible because it's my daughter, you know. Like I'd rather be taking care of her, but it's getting hard. Like before with Brandon, I didn't have that problem because I had my sister-in-law and she wouldn't work. But now she's going to school, so she goes to school in the mornings, and like there's nobody really to take care of Samantha. I know I'm like all over the place, but I wanted to like let you guys know about how like my life is right now. It's just hard. And I like to all my like the brands I'm working with, I'm like really backed up. I haven't taken pictures because I don't want to like go out and take pictures because I don't want to expose her and for her to get sick again. But I'm gonna try. Probably I'll do it here. I'll do a little outfit like stuff here. But that's what's been going on in my life as of now. But last year is because I was pregnant, which I didn't know. But this time, like, what is it? I feel like it's the weather. and it's like around my birthday, which I should be like happy, but I don't know, I'm just not feeling it. Like I haven't been feeling it lately, but hopefully it passes and I get back in my social media again. So I wanted to show you my jewelry. I'll link everything down below if you're interested in something. But yes, I think that's it for this video. If you have any questions, I'll answer them. Let me know what you guys want to see more of. I want to be more active here, but since my baby was sick, like I couldn't do like family vlogs or anything, so I'm gonna start doing other stuff. So let me know what you want to see, and yeah, thank you.